Hello, soul family of light. Welcome back to Smile Soul Power. We are here to offer encouragement, enlightenment, and empowerment. So today I have a message for you about the power of poetry and how it helps on your journey to ascension or the transformation of consciousness, which many people are up to now. Many people are consciously evolving and doing things to take steps to expand their awareness of self. And so I'm going to give you a few main points about the ascension or transformation of consciousness. So what that actually entails is a few different things. One of them is the expansion of identity. So initially, we pretty much get identified with our physical self and the material world. And we're basically, our attention is looking outward and we see physical things and material things. And then we start going inward through prayer, meditation, reflection, contemplation, and inner reflection, basically. So when we delve inside, we actually go deeper into a soul intelligence or soul perception. And so that's where we develop our intuition, our inner knowing. We listen to that still small voice within, and we are connected to the whole. So poetry, inspired poetry, really helps the soul on its path to ascension or transformation because it comes from a state of consciousness from the higher realms. And I'm going to give you some examples from my book, actually. So this is the book Forever Free, and I published it in 2022. There you go. And this is available through Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Balboa Press. All the links are on my website. But not just my poetry, but, all poetry of this nature. So it really helps. And if you want to really expand your consciousness and bring out, your soul qualities and soul power, or if you want to just raise your vibration from being sad or depressed or having anxiety to feeling peace and happiness and joy, and those are the higher vibrations. You want to we are all processing energy, transmuting energy. Things happen that might annoy us or make us mad or sad, and then we process that energy and we raise our vibration. We come back up to happiness and joy after we're done processing that. And basically it's alchemy. So we're using the lead of experience and we're changing it into the gold of wisdom. So that's the alchemy of consciousness. We're actually changing the lead of experience into the gold of wisdom. And that's what we get to take with us when we, transcend, this physical world and go into the spirit world. So while we're here alive, we can delve in and, realize our true self, our soul spirit as our true identity, our expanded self, our eternal self. And so with so much going on in the world, it's easy to have our attention drawn into the news or the media or what's going on. There's always something, some of it is real. It takes a lot of discernment nowadays to find out what's real, what's not real, what's fabricated, what's truth, what's not truth, what's deception. So discernment is a key element in the alchemy of consciousness, because we're actually learning as we sort through information to intuit, use our intuition, our inner knowing, to sort what's true and what's not true. And that is actually the primary benefit of transformation of consciousness, because we don't want to be deceived. There are repercussions for being deceived. And people are waking up now more and more. And that's such a good thing. It really is, isn't it? So there are no accidents. If you came to this channel and this little message, then please listen. My intention is that you will receive benefit from this. And so let me just review the three main bullet points first. So the ascension, or the transformation of consciousness, is overcoming the lower self, or the limited sense of self, okay, and passing all those limitations, moving into the realm of being from victim to conscious creator, and realizing actually the science of physics and the physics of consciousness, in order to have more self-control over, how we're creating our reality. So that's exciting, an exciting shift. So we have been programmed. We have been programmed through many different avenues, mostly institutions and media. So we have been programmed. We have been made to, limit our self-concept, limit our self-esteem, limit our self-worth. And we need to just erase and get rid of and dissolve all of those limitations, because everybody is a valuable, worthy child of God with talents and gifts and love to give. And, if we didn't have you, the world would suffer and not be as bright and joyful and cheerful and loving. Okay, so we need you and your unique gifts. Everybody's so unique. So the programming puts limitations on that. It's like that movie, The Matrix. You're caught in this web of appearances, really. And so when you wake up, you see beyond the appearances, you see beyond the narratives. And so your perception, including your discernment and intuition, and your ability to manage and maintain your own consciousness and direct your own awareness to what you want to create, increases when you ascend to higher states of consciousness or transform your consciousness. So the programming has been setting limitations and narrowing our self-identity, as well as all those other things I mentioned, self-worth, self-esteem. And I saw that as a teacher in the schools, and they would provide labels and so forth. And to me, a lot of those labels were really about not understanding the individual unique intelligence of each person. And, everybody has their own intelligence and their own gifts. Okay. And so the programming, we need to do deprogramming and reprogramming. So we need to let go of all the limitations, and we need to expand our consciousness and realize our true gifts and our true self and how wonderful we are by doing affirmations. So if you were brought to this message, you've probably, set out to live a positive life and think positive thoughts and say positive things. When you have a good heart, you want to be kind to people. You want to be giving and caring. And I think that's the nature of most human beings, to tell you the truth, in spite of the appearances and, all the things that could draw our attention to make us think otherwise. The bottom line is the majority of people have good hearts and they're awake to truth. And a lot of people are stepping out as warriors now, saying, no, I'm not buying into that. No, I'm not, I'm not taking that anymore. I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it. Anyway, so the two bullet points so far I've mentioned is overcoming the lower self, or the limited self, and expanding the sense of awareness of the self-identity to the true God eternal self. And then the deprogramming and reprogramming of our subconscious mind, which really affects our whole mind and how we create. So it really, our subconscious mind is holding these beliefs that we are even completely unaware of. But the people who run the programming and tell you what your vision is, so to speak, in so many ways, while manipulating your emotions, they know the formula of creation. And so people are waking up and they're saying, wait a minute, I'm going to create my own reality. I'm going to create my own life. I'm going to have my own dreams and make them come true. And that's what we're up to when we are deprogramming, because we're not going to create a world of war. We're creating a world of peace. We're not going to create a world of poverty. We're going to create a world of prosperity. We're not going to create lack. Our source within is unlimited, and our gifts are unlimited, resources, everything is energy, and energy is unlimited, and there's so much energy that through the conservation of energy law, we can transmute energy and turn something bad into something good, or something that we don't want into something we do want. Okay, and so then the final message is about how a soulful reflection on poetry lifts your vibration and lifts your vision and helps you to realize your soul powers, and it activates your soul powers. It activates your true self-identity. And so there's a lot of activation with this poetry. It comes from deeper levels of inspiration. It comes from inner knowingness in truth. And so when you raise your vibration and you raise your vision, then you are basically creating what it is that you want to create in terms of your life in your world. And you can reject or deny anything that you don't want to buy into, and create something better. You can create better health, better wealth, a better world, for everybody. And we do this for ourselves and for our world and for other people. And one way we do it, for example, is we care about someone, we're concerned about their health, and we say prayers for them, and we also vision for them. I know there was a friend of mine in the hospital, and a friend of mine and I did a vision where we were having lunch with her, and she was saying how much better she felt and so forth. So we held the vision and the intention that she would come out and be healthy and have lunch with us, and it happened. Yes, it did. So sharing visions is exponentially more powerful. So also focusing on poetry and positive things, positive messages together in a group is also powerful. So, when people watch TV or movies, sometimes they're just really relaxed. And when you're really relaxed, you're more impressionable in your mind and in your subconscious mind. So I recommend when people listen to poetry or read poetry, get really relaxed and let it really sink in, and let it touch your heart and soul. So listen with your heart, not with your head, to the words and the meaning of the words, but feel what the feeling feels like to your heart and soul. And so sometimes you can listen to the same thing a few different times, if it's inspiring or it feels good to you, because the repetition really helps to program your subconscious mind. It's the depths of the feeling and the repetition that will help to reprogram your subconscious mind. So I'm going to give you a little taste of some poetry that I wrote, and it does come from this book, Forever Free, Soul Liberation with the Holy Spirit of Truth, just published a year ago. And feel this. Okay, I think I'll read you two. I'm going to read you Genius Rising and The Eye of the Spirit. Okay. Genius Rising. Pressured from financial shift, changes caused from inner rift. Like the sand that inspires a pearl, genius is rising to create a new world. Calm, relaxing, willing to surrender, ancient wisdom we remember. Timelines wobble and open to choice. New destinies appear, we now rejoice. In truth and integrity, our way is clear. Empowered to create, we have no fear. Bubbling with love, ourself we know, knowing our purpose, we get on with the show. Deceivers, manipulators, sick with greed, they've lost their power and we are freed. Captured attention to beliefs we were sworn. Let me read that line again. Captured attention and to beliefs we were sworn, awakened to truth, our hearts are reborn. Effervescent light plays in our imagination, attuned to wholeness, we're one with creation. Creator, our source in deep communion, our genius keeps rising in heartfelt union. Unified in our field of intelligence, happily receiving fruits of our vigilance. The end is near, the beginning has begun. Through hearts united, love has won. And that's the end of that poem. And that does speak to the transformation of consciousness and how we are changing from becoming victims to creators, and how we are staying in the vibration of love to help one another and serve humanity. And yeah, how we all have genius inside. Everybody's a genius. I've always told my kids that at school, and it's true. Everybody's a genius, has potential, and we are now expressing our potential. So here's another one. It's called The Eye of the Spirit. Of all the wondrous beauty and sights that we behold, beneath our human eyesight lies infinite creations untold. Alas to the diligent seeker who opens her soulful eye. She sees more beyond first vision. She sees more beyond the sky. Far past any illusion, where ignorance falls from grace, the eye of the spirit is opened to see the magnificence in the vastness of space. Embraced by love's vibration, the inner eye of the soul opens wide, removing all veils and filters, and with awesomeness dissolves all pride. Humbled by intricate workings of God's universes of grand design, a new level of reverence is born while viewing the cosmic divine. A gift of such value is endowed within every soul who looks in the direction of spirit with divine perception as his goal. Ask and ye shall receive the deepest meaning in essence. Look beyond with the eye of spirit. It's the best of all of God's presence. And that's the end of that poem. If you felt that and it changed your energy somehow, then maybe listen to it again and feel it, because it has light transmission. It has a high vibration. It has a healing effect for your soul, and it empowers your soul. And I hope you receive this gift with my love. Lots of love. You. Lots of love from my heart and soul to yours. And just remember that poetry is powerful. It makes you feel good. It feeds your soul. It lifts your vibration. And it really is a solution to making you feel better, and also making you think in expanded ways, and opening up your mind and heart and soul, and inspiring your genius to come out and be expressed. With that, I say goodbye. I love you very much. Thank you. All of my information, contact information, websites and so forth will be in the description box below. And God bless you. I love you. And I will see you on the next one.